Now, besides background checks, which are important, but they're not going to stop most of the murders that we have every year in this country. That will be what will do that is, as I said, legalizing drugs, ending drug prohibition. It will stop most of the crime. When when alcohol was made illegal, the murder rate soared. It doubled, and when prohibition was repealed, it fell back down to half. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but more proof that these laws are illegal is that we never had is that they thought that they would need is that when they made alcohol illegal, they believed they needed a constitutional amendment to do that. And they did, because otherwise it would have been violative of the Constitution, of our constitutional rights to do what we want with our own bodies if we want. Now, they never passed a constitutional amendment to make drugs illegal. So all I can say is those laws are unconstitutional, and I will, day one, not only stop enforcing them, but free and pardon everybody convicted of such evil, victimless and consensual crimes like drugs, prostitution, gambling, even some, toplessness. Anyway, now, as far as, yes, we have to, as I said, we have to ban. We have to do background checks. We should ban combat weapons, but doing those small things is not going to stop most of the murders. As I said, that will take ending prohibition. Now, as far as these wars, I want to go into a little more discussion about that. Bernie Sanders and Hillary both voted for this war in Afghanistan, and they were both wrong. They were both mistakes. The people who attacked us on 9/11 and did those mass murders of thousands of innocent angels were not from they were not from Afghanistan. They were from Saudi Arabia. So obviously, but we had sold Saudi Arabia $40 billion, probably $100 billion now, of our best weapons. So we weren't going to attack them. But Bernie and Hillary were both wrong to engage in, to decide to start that war, and they were wrong to decide to continue it now. And they've both decided they want to continue it. That war, the Taliban is not the same as Al-Qaeda. And there was a big difference, to be honest. There was a very big difference between the Taliban and Al-Qaeda. The Taliban was a local force of thugs who took over the nation by force. And obviously, after 9/11, we did invade, and we did, for a while, crush the Taliban. But they are now resurgent, and that is, they have taken over half of the nation now. These are not people who can be killed by killing them. I mean, that doesn't make sense. What I mean is, it's an ideology. It's a group. We kill some. We're not going to stop those people from ruling that nation, nor should it really be our business. I mean, our nation's founders, like starting with George Washington, considered it very important not to get involved in foreign wars. They considered that very, very important. That was a central part of how we were going to have peace and safety. In George Washington's farewell address, he said we must avoid as many foreign entanglements as possible. That doesn't mean don't do trade. It means do trade with everyone, but it does mean stop with these wars. Okay, hang on. I'm going to take a break for a second.